Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash, and go on to the elder apostles, GMS. Peace, salutations, blessed to Akim, living this truth, Shalom. Alright, this is a Google search, Draco Roman Empire. Simple. Pop up, the Draco, dragon or serpent, plural, dracones, was a military standard of the Roman cavalry carried by Draconarius. Draco was standard of the cohort as the eagle. Aquila was that of the legion. Alright, so you had two keywords there, dragon, serpent. Draco was known for his harsh punishment. Alright, as you see here, this is Britannica site, and you're scrolling down here, it says 6 junior archons des motete, or magistrates, are set by Aristotle to have been instituted in Athens after 683 BC to record laws. If this is correct, Draco's Code, which generally dated to 621, was not the first reduction of Athenian law to writing, but it may have been the first comprehensive code or revision prompted by some particular crisis. Draco's Code was later regarded as intolerable, harsh, punishing trivial crimes with death. So basically everything, they're taking people out, all right, through their laws, through their codes. All right, and we know, that dragon, that serpent, to be the ancient Roman Empire reincarnated. All right, run by, the top elite of the wicked of Esau. All right. Let's see. And I typed in dragon, serpent on this Bible site here, the King James, and we got Isaiah 27, okay, and then Revelation 12 and Revelation 20. And also, precept that came to mind was when Yahushua was on the scene and he says, the prince of this world cometh and now is, because the prince of this world cometh, all right, because they're going to come back into reincarnation, and now is, because they were now is at that time. And it says in Revelation, the beast that cometh, that is not, and it yet is, and is not, and to be, roughly paraphrasing. I don't know what's going on here. Salakia. Having some fucking Prince of the Power issues, Prince of the Air, Satan being a demon. Let's see if we can get it on Blue Letter. This shit shows up on Blue Letter. Dragon, serpent. Alright, here we go. So we got Isaiah 27, Revelation 12, and Revelation 20. It's all, as you see the headline, deliverance of Israel. Okay, on this, let's go. Oh man, Revelation 12. Revelation 12 headline. The woman Israel. Let's see. I was going down to the. Right here, Angel Michael. All right, we know according to Daniel chapter 12. All right, verse 1. Okay, Michael and the archangel. The other angels are going to, come back with Yahushua to make war with the dragon, all right, and his angels, as the scripture is going to say right here. Revelation 12, verse 7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. Okay, this has not happened yet. This is a future prophecy. Okay, again, Daniel 12, verse 1. And the dragon fought and his angels, and the dragon, representatory of Esau, Edom, all right, the wicked, the rulers of the earth, all right, which the so-called white man is the ones who the earth is in the hand of, okay, through the beast system, through America and the EU and NATO alliance, all right, and it, again, it goes back to the resurrection of Rome, okay, and we're about to see these devils referring to later on. I think it's right here, 12 verse 12. We're about to see these devils come down with great wrath as previous times on the earth before, again, the Draco-Roman Empire, the draconian laws. All right, well, these devils is about to push draconian measures at an all-time high. Why? Because their time is short. It says, and again, the dragon and his angels, when you even got a space force called the dragon, you got Esau, Edom, and these fighter jets and their little airplanes. And again, was it in Joel? The Lord's going to gather all the heathen to the battle in Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat. All right, the valley of decision. Said. And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And their heaven, I seen Lucifer fall from heaven. Their heaven is being on top of the earth, having rulership over the earth. Because when the Lord come back and say he's gonna take all, he's gonna have many crowns upon his head. Because, he's throwing down the kingdoms that are established upon this earth. All right, and that's why it said their place found any more. Neither was their place found any more in heaven, because they're gonna be uprooted and thrown down, and they're going to be bound as servants. All right, and it says, verse 9, and that great dragon was cast out. Again, when we start, and that old serpent called the devil and Satan, that great dragon which was cast out, the old serpent. Again, simple Google search lead you to, Draco-Roman Empire, bam. First thing it says, Draco, the dragon, the serpent. All right. Again, he that had an ear, let him hear. Lord bless a certain mental understanding of these scriptures and the Spirit dealing with them to be able to receive, what is being said, and it's just a gift from Yahushua at the end of the day. There is elder apostles set up, Jeremiah 3:15. That we, younger brethren, seek knowledge from through the Spirit, all right, and correction and edification, okay, and it's all done for the improvement and ultimately, the redeeming of the elect, really. Because all starts in mindset. And one that knows, right can, teach the right way to another brother if it be the Lord will for them to listen. At the end of the day, not everybody going to hearken to this word. Not everybody going to sing that song. You know, it's only meant for a certain amount, only a certain few to sing. Everybody else gonna, Lord willing, get what's needed to get them by, so that if it be the Lord will, they're able to endure into the end. Because again, these prophecies that the other apostles on down, brothers alike, be speaking, be putting it out there. Hey, this is what's happening. This is who the devil is. They come with the MOTB. They about to turn everything digital. You about to have to take this thing, and they're gonna have fucking draconian measures. The dragon's gonna speak, and how does the dragon speak? Isaiah 11. Okay, verse 1, through their decrees. But we know what it is. We know, hey, that's gonna play out. That that's part of it. But we also know there's gonna be the great deliverance. And the elect's gonna be redeemed from this earth. All right, and then brought back down. That's what we certain brothers, all brothers really. Everybody want to be the elect at the end of the day. Lord willing, make it. But say, continue on, rambling, Salakia. That great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. And how they deceive the world ever since they come into power. Whitewashing these images, taking the names of the Bible out, preaching fucking pagan shit, about hell and this and that and whatever else, just complete deceivers of the earth, devils. All the way up to a point now you can clearly see, even Russia's calling America the Great Satan. They push out their philosophies are the ways of death. Their philosophies are the ways of fucking Babylon the Great. They get everybody drunk on the ways of Satan, ways that's blasphemous to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Again, he that has eyes, let him see. That deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying, in heaven now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. They that overcame him, overcame this dragon, this beast system, this world, by the blood of the Lamb, the blood of Yahushua, and by the word, because Yahushua is the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives until death. All right. And again, we got to come out of this. Most brothers already probably coming out of that worldly mindset to be able to be instructed in righteousness, but it's just a constant battle every day. We live in this world, but we're not of this world. Lord willing. All right, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, yet dwell in them. But woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. All right, for the devils come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. And that's what we're going to see in due time, very, very, very soon. Let's see, it was Isaiah 10. Yeah, Salakia earlier I said Isaiah 11. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All these unrighteous decrees, these laws, and everything, everything's just unrighteous. We're born into this system. You got a birth certificate, social security card, fucking track, all this bullshit. Everything's tracked by these, But we know why. We know the system that they leading up to. All right, the MOTB system, where they want to track, monitor everybody by way of digitally monitoring you. Maybe on the AI system, they want to put everybody, that little thing in you, the C-hip. Says they turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right, and again, we are not to 17, Jeremiah 17. We're not to lean upon these, devils. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh. For he shall be like the heat in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh. All right, what's the good that's coming right now? All right, hey, the preaching of the kingdom, this gospel, is the good news, but it's not good news for everybody. All right, it's only good news for those whom the Lord, bringing into it. But even then, at any day, the Lord could say bye to you. He take that spirit off you, be fucked. Just simple. It says, they should not see when the good comes. And most ain't even seeing. They trusting in these devils. They ain't gonna receive this word. That good. That the deliverance to come. For the Lord's elect. They don't want to hear that. They don't see no destruction to come. For one, you gotta see the destruction to want the deliverance, right? It say, but shouldn't have the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and have it. Verse 7, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Nashai, whose hope the Lord Yahweh is. Okay, for he should be planted as a tree, for he should be as a tree planted by the waters. And what's parabolic for the, what Yahweh Shai say, these waters, you drink from this well and never thirst again. All right, we want to be planted as a tree, rooted, deeply, right next to, right here, next to these waters. All right, someone, through the Spirit, how about you shot something? The other apostles on down, like my brother. Saying that spreadeth her out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh. And this, really symbolic for what's coming, that heat that's coming. I see being missiles. All right, really, you can say that. All right, this is just a little parable or whatever. But we know the true heat to come, the destruction, the sorrows, the beginning, the Jacob's trouble, all right, and then ultimately, the missile fire, chariot beams too. All right. But her leaf shall be green, and she shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. All right. And we know that, a drought's really going to come here soon in the form of, was it Amos 8:11? That's when the true drought, when the Lord called back this word, that's when the true drought is going to be upon the earth, and people's going to be all messed up. So behold, the days come, and saith Yahweh power, that I'll send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Nashai, all right, in truth and understanding through the Spirit, through the Karkadash, all right. And that day's coming, They always trying to, these devils, the accuser of thy brethren, is always trying to come at the prophets, come at the Lord, come at the Bible. You don't have a problem with the Bible unless it's being broken down truthfully. That's when they have a problem with it. To the point they're gonna keep having a problem. It's gonna become a problem where they're gonna try to just, cancel it all out. Most likely. Just like the times of old. If you didn't bow and worship, the statue with Nebuchadnezzar and all that, them times, they would put motherfuckers to death, throwing them in that fire pit. But, we gotta be willing to kind of be thrown in that fire pit and trust, in Yahweh Shai, because look at Daniel and the 3 Hebrew boys, Let's get that. Oh, I can't think where it's at. in Daniel 3 or 4. 3, I think. I know 2. I was gonna get this in 2. Daniel chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. Alright, Barak atah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai. Alright, forever and ever. Let's see, oh yeah, and that's what I was wanting to do. I was wanting to, real quick, Salakia. Yeah. Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. That was their Hebrew names, but they, Nebuchadnezzar called them Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So it's Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. All right, so I'll get down chapter 3. All right, here we go. Daniel chapter 3. It says, worship of the image refused. So, Daniel and, the 3 Hebrew boys, they didn't want to, they refused to, go in. So the punishment was right here, verse 13. Now, if you be ready that at what time you hear the sound of cornet, flute, harp, sack, but psaltery, the summer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship, which I may. Well, but if you worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that power that shall deliver you out of my hands? So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, where we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods nor worship the golden image which thou set up. So they telling right now, hey, you push in the fire. At the end of the day, the Lord we have faith, the Lord going to deliver us. But if not, then we still ain't going. We're going to fire. Basically, what they're saying. It says, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed. All right, his motherfucker got mad. They could see him. He's fuming against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 17 times more than it was wont to be heated. All right, and you got that damn thing so hot that people was dropping trying to put them in there. As the scripture's gonna go into. All right, but just for time's sake, we're gonna jump down to right here. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, 23, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fire. Start 22. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So even they died. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake, said unto his counselors, did we not cast 3 men bound in the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God, Son of Yahweh. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fire and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. All right, and that's the point, Motherfuckers get thrown in the fire and remain faithful to Yahweh Shai, and in these times to come, Lord willing, we able to endure to the end and remain faithful. And hey, people gonna see again. Those who are meant to see, everybody gonna see eventually. But those who meant to, get it before it's too late, they gonna see. They gonna see. If it's the Lord will that they gonna hearken to this word, because it's just like a seed. It's like a plant. You plant these, this prophecy and some of the heads of whomever. If it's the Lord will, it gonna grow just like it did in us, But at the end of the day, it's every man. We all on trial. We all, every man working out salvation for himself at the end of the day, So with that, we give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Nashah, Bashim Kwakatash, and double honor to the elders, apostles. Shalom.